Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Flock Fridays. Today we're going to be speaking with arguably one of the most talented drone pilots out there. Let's enter the world of FPV drone flying. Hello Tom.
Hey James, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thanks Tom. It's really good to have you on Flock Fridays. You are actually our first content creator that we're featuring on the show. We featured some of Wadsworth Horizon's content in the first Flock Friday episode, and I have to say, lots of our viewers came to me and said, wow, that footage is amazing. Would love to see more of this on the show. So yeah, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, so we're really trying to push the boundaries of what's possible with this technology. So glad I can share it with you guys, yeah.
Brilliant. First of all, can you tell us who you are and who Wadsworth Horizons are and what you do?
So my name is Tom Wadsworth and I'm the director of Wadsworth Horizon, based in Cornwall. We are a creative specialist drone company and we do everything from aerial photography and film production work all the way through to VR content creation and more recently FPV.
For all of our viewers who don't know what FPV is, how would you define FPV?
Cool, so FPV stands for first person view. And basically what that means is these drones are flown through a little camera on board the drone and a headset which I wear, which means that I can see exactly what the drone is seeing as I'm flying it around. And it really feels like I'm sitting on top of the drone.
Amazing. The footage that you're able to achieve is incredible. The skill it must take to fly like that.
It's definitely taken a lot of practice.
You've worked with some really great companies out there such as BBC, National Trust, NatWest. Can you tell us a bit more about those projects and what they entailed?
With the BBC, it's more we create film footage for their projects, so whether that's documentaries or whether that's news or something like that. But the biggest and most exciting projects that I've done so far was with NatWest and ITV, diving down cliffs and going through tight ravines and stuff like that. It was a long and quite hard shoot because it was like 3 days of sunrise and sunset filming, but the footage that I managed to capture was incredible. I'm really proud of it.
What do you think the major advantages to this kind of flying are?
That's a good question. So whereas traditional drone cinematography, a lot of the time you're looking down on the action. One of the main advantages of this type of drone technology using FPV is that you're really able to be within the action. You can really fit through tight gaps and get close to objects and really immerse yourself within the space.
It's so immersive. I feel like I'm flying through those gaps myself. It really is, in my opinion, and probably many others, one of the most impressive drone content out there. So Tom, you've clearly got a lot of skill that's got you to the position in FPV flying that you're at now. How did you get there?
Well, firstly, thank you very much. And I guess I've been practicing maybe 18 months or so now. And when you first start flying FPV, you train on a PC simulator first. And then once I got my first drone, there was probably another 30 or 40 hours of crashing and figuring out how to build them and fix them and all of that process.
And that is why you get drone insurance, everyone. Oh, Tom, your drone on the table there is just staring at me and it's just desperate to be featured. Can you tell us a bit more about the drones which you use?
This is a 5-inch drone, which is a very acrobatic and very powerful and fast FPV drone used for things like cliff diving and stuff like that. This one here is a 3-inch FPV drone and it's got these ducts carrying a GoPro, which means it's safe for indoor flight and flying around people, which we use for sort of indoor virtual tours. What I'm quite excited about the future and what we're going to be doing with some of these big names in the near future is flying this guy right here, 7-inch octocopter, and it can carry up to 3 kilograms in weight. And this is really used for like the film and TV industry.
It's very clear that this is not something that, you can just pick up a drone and become a master at FPV. What would you suggest to anyone who is looking to learn this skill?
I guess the best advice I could give someone is to do your training on a simulator. You don't want to have to end up spending all of your time and money into repairing these drones. So I don't want you to waste all of your money by going out and getting one of these because you'll slam it into the ground within the first 30 seconds, I guarantee
it. Maybe that's not what everyone wanted to hear, but a very honest answer. Warn off the competition.
Yeah.
Tom, that was really fascinating. Thank you so much for coming on to Flock Fridays and talking about Wadsworth Horizons, your projects, kind of giving us an even more immersive look into your projects. And I really hope you've had a good time on Flock Fridays.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. Thanks for having me on, and I've been glad that I can share this technology with you guys.
I'm sure everyone at home really enjoyed watching that. Make sure you go and have a look at Bad Wolf Horizons website, their LinkedIn, their Instagram, they're very active. And if you have an event which needs a really immersive drone shot, you know who to look to. Come back in 2 weeks' time to see who our next guest on Flock Fridays is. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you. Cheers. See you later.